Hey, welcome to ZstyDiscGolf. Today I'm at Gregory Wayne Fulton Disc Golf Course, also known as Escalante Disc Golf Course. This is an 18-hole course located in Surprise, Arizona. I'm going to take you with me to play the course, then I'm going to list its pros and cons, and then I'm going to give it a Zest score. All right, hole number one. This first one is a par 3, 290 feet, and then the basket's just kind of between the trees over here. So this first one I'm going to throw 2 discs because I've not had a chance to warm up yet. First one I'm going to throw is the Nuke SS. I'm actually going to forehand this one because I like forehanding on this one because the tree is kind of in the way right here. So, all right, and then 290 feet. Okay, so I cannot forehand 290 feet, but get it in a good spot at least. That's a good start. Nice, not too bad. All right, this next one be a little bit harder. And I could go up and around, but I'd have to make it through these trees right here. Yeah, that was a bad throw. All right, I'll definitely take that first throw. Okay. This is about 80-ish or so feet. Go up to the right. Might have been too far right. That's fine. It's in a fine spot. Should be able to putt that for an easy par. Yeah, I haven't been able to warm up at all. There's no really warm up area over here. You could probably go to hole 18, like where the backfield is, and warm up. But there we go. First one, an easy par. All right, next hole, hole number 2. It is a shorter par 3, 240 feet. This hole, I'm also going to do 2. I'm going to do Annex again, because I love this one. And then also my diamond. So I'm going to start with the diamond. And I love this hole. This is by far my favorite hole. One of my favorite holes here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Might be a little short. So I should be in putting range. This next one, I'm going to go probably up and around a little bit more. It's a pretty straight disc, so. Yeah, just like that. Looks good. Yeah, it's an easy one. It's an easy one. It's a little bit farther than I thought. So putting's a little rusty right now. So hoping I, do good. And that was way closer than it should have been. Now, hole number 3 is probably the weirdest on the course because the tee box is facing north and the basket is east over here. And then on top of that, is there really signage? There is signage, yeah. So this one is a par 3, 200 feet. 200 feet, really? I don't know if that's right either. So I wonder if they might plan on moving this. Oh no, they need to move the tee box because the wall's right up there. So, okay, well, we shall see. Plan is to just make it over. I think I go between these 2 trees, kind of. Maybe I go up that one. Because yeah, it is. It's like directly right there. It's kind of hard to see. And yeah, you got to walk off into the rocks a little bit as well, from what I've noticed. That actually might be good. Yeah, that should be a good shot. Okay. All right. So it was actually a pretty good shot. It's a little far, but it might be puttable. About 25-ish solar feet. Oh, made it. Look at that. All right, it's another birdie. All right, hole number 4, par 3, 250 feet. There's a little mound right there, but I don't know if you can really see. The sunlight's kind of in the way. So again, throw the annex. I love this one so much. Just go right and over. Try and just make it over that hill. Make it over that hill. It's free real estate. It's free real estate. Ah. Okay, cool. It's coming back, which is good. Distance was actually perfect. Should have been a little bit more to the left. That was the goal, but it's fine. Should just be an easy putt. This is closer than the other ones, so. Should not have made it, but it did. Crazy. Getting a little lucky with these. All right, hole number 4, par 4, 400 feet. Just right over there. All right, for this one, I'm gonna go probably with the diamond again. Yeah, probably with the diamond again. Because I do want it to go more right because these trees right here, but I also don't want it to go over the fence over here to the right. So if it does, it's fine for now because these houses are still being built. There's no backyard set up or anything like that, but when the houses are built, you don't want to jump in people's backyards, which people do. People do. Okay, so throw this. See how this goes. Should level out a little bit. It's not bad. Did kick a rock or two, but I think we're in a good spot on this one. All right, so baskets, 150-ish so feet. So I'm actually gonna throw my buzz forehand. And one big problem with this place is you really can't get walking steps for throws. And if you do, you just gotta be careful. You don't wanna scrape your ankle. Ah, that's not a good throw. That's fine, I'll just take it. All right, that's better. Better than I thought. It's still about 40-ish or so feet. All right, so about 40 feet maybe, I'd guess. There you go, almost died right there. All right, we're gonna go a little bit to the right. Oh, just missed it. Well, let's finish it off. All right, next up, hole number 6. We have a par 3, 280 feet, and I'm gonna throw the diamond again. So we're gonna aim towards hole number 7. We're gonna aim towards that tee box, and then it should come down to the right, which would be nice. So that's kind of the goal. Kind of what I did, but I just didn't get the power on that. All right, so about 60-ish feet or so. Oh, way too far to the right. Way past the basket too. Not happy with that one. All right, now a little bit farther of a putt than I wanted. So this is for par. Oh, that fucking messed that one up. So I believe I'm 3 under right now on the front, which is good. It's going good so far. All right, hole number 7. So this is a par 3, 385 feet. It's kind of just behind those trees over there, and then like deeper on the wash. Not gonna lie, this is hands down my least favorite hole. What do I want to use? think I go. I'm actually gonna throw two on this. I'm gonna do Harrier again, and then also the Annex. So Annex again, just gonna kind of throw it up to the right, and it should go over a little bit more to the left. Yeah, that's actually really good. It's exactly where I want it. I think it's the best I've ever thrown on this hole. I hate this hole. I always throw terribly off to the left over here. And off to the left over here is just like just terrible rocks. Terrible rocks. It's like the sharpest rocks. I mean, right now it's April. It's April 5th. Yeah, April 5th. So soon, I imagine that some of these rocks over here are going to be kind of infested with maybe scorpions or possibly snakes. I don't know. Then also the rocks are probably going to retain a lot of heat during the summer. So on those like 115-ish days or so, this course is probably unplayable. So okay, so Harrier up. Okay. Yeah, love that. Really love that. Out of all fairness, what should I take? I'm gonna take the Harrier. Harrier is a better throw by far. What the hell happened to this tree? So the Annex landed up here to the right a little bit. So yeah, use the Harrier. Yeah, this is definitely the best I've ever thrown on this hole. I usually end up over there, like I said, in the terrible rocks. This is in a better spot. And then I'm actually gonna forehand my buzz. I feel like it's a little far for a putter. So go up to the left a little bit, should come back down to the right. Yeah, it's not bad. Cool. Should be within an easy putt range. About 15 or so feet. There we go, easy putt range. Look at that. All right, next hole, hole number 8, par 3, 208 feet. It's kind of like an island hole in a way. This is also the best hole for, I would say, for aces, hole-in-ones, whatever you want to call them. I'm actually going to throw the Destroyer first, Pro Destroyer first. First one, Pro Destroyer, send to the right, should go left, hopefully in the basket, but you never know. Not where I wanted it to go directionally, way too far to the left. So we're about 60-ish or so feet from the basket. That's not coming back. A little far. Little too far. So judge, 15 feet or so. God, that almost bounced out. Okay, so that is a nice par for hole number 8. On to hole 9. All right, hole number 9, par 3, 270 feet. And basket just over there. I think I go diamond on this one. I think that's the play. 270 feet. It always feels farther than 270 feet though. That's kind of my problem. So, okay. We'll throw it up. Should hang to the right. And go in. Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I said it would do. That's never happened. It's a good shot, about maybe 35-ish feet or so from the basket. Okay, so a little bit farther than 35 feet. It's probably looking more like 45, I'd guess. So, and again, yeah, we're in these kind of weird rocks area where they poured all the cement. So, nope, just missed, just shy. All right, and we'll finish this off. For a par. I don't know why people are leaving trash around. So, okay, so then that puts us on the front nine. I birdied 4, but then I bogeyed 1. So I think that puts me at -3. So editor, put that in. All right, next hole, hole number 10, par 3, 277 feet, just out there in the rock wash. Alrighty, for this hole, I'm gonna go with the Harrier again. I felt pretty confident on hole number 7 with it, so we're gonna try and send it kind of far out to the left, I'm thinking, and then it should come down to the right. It's kind of the goal. No, not even remotely close to what I wanted. Okay, so that throw is just kind of in a legitimately terrible spot. The goal is to get it over this these heavier rocks and stuff, because this is all just cement that was poured in here for some reason. I don't know if it was intentional, but I don't know. So, all right, we're gonna go with the Zaw Buzz again, or the Buzz Zaw. A weird roll, but should have been putt distance, probably about 15 feet or so. All right, this one's definitely a little bit farther than I thought. Maybe it's more of like a 20-ish, 25 feet or so. So let's try and get this par. And just like that, nice clean par. All right, next up we're on hole number 11, par 3, 293 feet. For this one, let's see. I'm gonna go with Ricky Wysocki, 2-time world champ Raider. And that hopefully should be good for this. It's a little bit heavier. It's a nice weight. I usually went with lighter discs kind of when I first started, but I do kind of like these heavier discs now. They just kind of feel better, especially when there's like the slightest of wind. It just kind of ignores it. Granted, there's no wind today. Not even a little bit of wind today. Okay. Went more vertical than I was hoping. Absolutely went more vertical than I was hoping. But that's okay. All right, so I left this one a bit long for myself. So we're just gonna do the Buzzsaw again. I do really love this one. It's a really good mid-range disc for me. Goes very straight. I would like to get, so this is the disc store Buzz. It was off of Amazon. Thanks. What's this Discraft Buzz on it? Thanks, Mummy. I'd like to thank me mum for getting me this for Christmas last year. But I would like to get more because they're really nice. I like them a lot. And the prints on these are the nicest I've ever seen on a disc. I think they're the coolest prints. So definitely want to get more of those. I do need to get a disc golf budget. So, all right, let's see it. So yeah, just gonna go forehand on this one. Hopefully it lands. Hopefully it lands in the basket. But if it lands near it, that's all I can hope for. So. It's definitely a bit short, and then I had a weird kick too. But that should be hopefully close enough for just an easy putt. All right. Just a little short. Okay. It's fine. We can take this bogey. The goal on every course I play is to go par. That's the goal. If I can do better, I'll do better. But par, that's the goal for sure. That's my baseline. All right, next hole we're at, hole number 12. It's a par 3, 390 feet. Basket is over yonder. This hole, probably just gonna go with what I know best, and that is the annex. Alrighty. Yeah, let's send it. 390 feet, 390 feet. I knew this one always seemed kind of longer. I don't like where that went, but that's okay. Oh, and that way that hit, dear God, I wonder if the mic caught that up. All right, so we're pretty far from this one. I'm gonna grab the diamond, and I need to check and see, see how this is. Yeah, it's got slight chunks missing out of it. Okay, so let's try our best to throw this straight without dying. It's not bad. Yeah, it's actually really good. That was a really good throw. Cool, cool. This one should be within par range, so that will be nice. Okay, so this one's actually a little bit farther than I thought it was. I thought it was a lot closer than that. I mean, it's still close. Should be puttable. But let's see. Oh no, that's terrible. Terrible, terrible putt. Went too far up. So it looks like this one is going to be a bogey. So I think this puts me down to -1 so far on the entire course. So, all right, up next, hole 13. All right, so next up, we are on hole 13. There's a par 3, 350 feet. And the basket is just out there. And there used to be a tree here, but I think some knocked it over, not gonna lie. Which is kind of messed up. Okay, so basket's right out there. I'm trying to think what I want to go. I think I'll go annex again on this. Actually, no, let's go. I haven't done this one. God, this one was eaten up. ZstyDisc Underworld. So this one, throw it. I mean, it's gonna do it, but throw it, takes like a hard dive right, and then it levels out. It's kind of weird. Wow, this tree's, it's actually ridiculous. Okay. I think the basket is also supposed to be moved eventually. The basket's probably supposed to be straight, but I know they're doing all this construction over here because this is a new housing development that's going up off of Grand and the 303 called Escalante, which is the name of the course. But yeah, so I think the basket's gonna be straight because right now it's just kind of lined up with the tee pad. So, but all right, so the underworld, let's see how this goes. Yeah, look at that hard dive, and then it just levels out. So that was good. It's a good throw. It's exactly what I planned on. All right, so we're pretty much out of the rocks right now. So this gets to dirt. The next one's kind of dirt. It's supposed to be a grass field, but not yet. And then the last couple holes. Okay. So we're just gonna go for the putt on this. It's a little bit far. It's like 60, 70 feet maybe. That was atrocious. I keep sending these terrible ones that putter. I need to switch. So, had a terrible putt. Really terrible putt. Let's see if we can make up for it. Oh, can't make up for it. Wasn't bad though. Just need to get a little bit higher. All right, it's another bogey, so I think we're even right now. All right, so hole 14. This is a par 4, 500 feet, and the basket is over yonder. The plan for this one, I'm going to do the Harrier again. So just because it's sweet, and the Harrier is one of my favorite planes. So we're going to throw it. I'd like to get it farther out into the grass so I don't have to worry about any of these bushes, because there is no out of bounds on this course. I don't believe so. I mean, that's kind of up to your discretion, but the sign doesn't say anything about it. So goal is to get it probably more into the dirt. That way I have like a level area to throw on. So that's way too far out there, but that's fine, I guess. Could be worse. So I would argue that this is completely out of bounds, but doesn't say anything about it. So fine by me. All right, I'm gonna do this one, this factory misprint one, which is the Trace. Yeah, I like this one a lot. So we're about 300 or so feet, I would say. That looks fantastic. All right, maybe about 60-ish feet from the basket. All right, now because of my terrible performance with my judge putter, I'm gonna do the Crown, see if this does me any better. So this is for birdie. It's a little far, probably 70 feet, maybe 70 feet, 60 feet, something like that. So not bad. Needed to be down more, but we're in for an easy par at least. And then we'll just finish this one off with an easy putt. All right, and that makes us par. On to hole 15. So coming up on hole 15, this is a par 3, 224 feet, and the basket is just out there. All right, for this one, I'm just gonna use Old Faithful, the NX. So this is another hole that I would love to ace next to hole 8. Hole 8 will be awesome. This one too, because this one you kind of clear the wash a little bit. So, but the goal for this is to take it out right, hopefully get it in. Not bad, as long as it clears. Doesn't clear that. Kind of would have liked for it to clear the hard rocks over there, but that's okay. It's still within putting distance. All right, so we're about 40-ish feet or so from the basket, I'd say. Yeah, I like to be away from these rocks. I really do hate these rocks over here, especially with the weather getting warmer. So, okay, so let's see if we can do this. A little farther. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't good. It wasn't good by any means. Send this in for a par. There's another par. All right, we are down to our last 3. So we are at hole number 16, par 3, 245 feet. All right, for this one, I'm gonna stick with my diamond. I think that looks to do me justice. So let's see. A little bit farther right than I wanted to. It is in the grass though. So, okay. Should be a long putt. Long putt. All right. So yeah, we're a little bit far. Would have liked to have been a little bit closer to the basket, but we're in a good spot, and I do like that we're near grass. So, all right. This is about 50 feet, maybe, I'd guess. Looked really good. All right, and then we'll just throw this in for another par. Easy. All right, next up we are on hole 17, par 3, 270 feet. The basket is just directly straight ahead. So this one's a little bit more difficult. You could do forehand, but I think I'm gonna go back to this underworld. This thing's cool. I like how it throws when it throws correctly. All right, so we're gonna try throwing it out, seeing if we can make a comeback, level out. Ah, way too low. Way too low. Not a good throw. So I feel like the angle on it was fine. Just the problem was the height. The height was really bad. And you really want the numbers to like kind of work its magic. So it's a -3. So it should take a hard right. And it's a +1. So it should slightly come back to the left when it's finishing. So, okay, this one, just gonna forehand it. An easy forehand. Hopefully this gets where we want it to be. Yeah, grass kind of stopped it a little bit, but not bad. Yeah, now that I'm walking in it, grass is a little bit longer, so that probably would have slid a little bit more. It's also slightly wet, so. Ooh, nice. Just over the cage. Good throw. All right, so that's at a par, and then I think for through 17 right now, I think we're even. So just gotta clean it up on 18. All right, hole number 18. Have a par 3, 300 feet, and the basket is just out there over the green belt. For this one, probably just gonna take the diamond. All right. I want to send it more out to the left so it comes back around. If that makes sense at all. It does look good. My foot actually kind of slipped a little bit. Distance is good. I'd really love to birdie this hole. I've never birdied it yet. This is probably one of my most played courses, just relatively closeness to where I live. All right, so my disc is just right in this bush right here. So I'll probably just use a putter, send it up, we'll go from there. Oh, that was way high. Unnecessarily high. All right, should be easy par. Damn, every single one of those are so close today. Unnecessarily close. All right, so that wraps everything up for Escalante Disc Golf Course. This is an 18-hole course again in Surprise, Arizona. Some pros to this course are it's a very clean course. It's brand new. It's very well maintained. I do think there's great signage. There's very, very clear signage. You can see kind of throughout the video that they have, how far everything is, whether it's par 3, par 4, they have footing or how many feet it is and stuff like that. So I think that's great. I would say this is a very beginner to intermediate style course. I would say the Escalante Disc Golf Course is a much better course for beginners because it is a lot shorter. For this course, there's great parking. There's like a nice big parking lot directly behind the camera right now where you can come through and then, pretty much go start playing. And then all of the concrete pads are pretty good other than hole 3. Hole 3 is the only one that's kind of questionable because it's like facing the wrong direction, so they definitely need to move it for sure. Some cons to this is that there are no trash cans at all. There's one pretty much where you start, but that's about it. The entire course is mostly rocks, so I would definitely wear good shoes. The shoes I'm wearing, these are like nice, rugged shoes for hiking and stuff like that. So those are good, and you just gotta be careful not to like roll your ankle or anything like that. Another con for this is that because of the terrain, it's kind of hard to see the basket sometimes because the rocks and everything are kind of gray, the baskets are kind of gray. So like on holes, I think like 4, 5, and 6, it's like really hard to see the baskets. It's like, where is it? Because there's like no orange flag. There's no indicator showing you kind of where the basket is because it just kind of blends in with the terrain. And then some holes are also pretty repetitive, I would say. So holes 4 through 6, it's pretty much a tee pad on the right, basket on the left, tee pad on the right, basket on the left. They're kind of all the same. And then same with 10 through 12. So again, it's a good course. The Zest score that I would give this course is, I would give it a solid 8. I think it's a great course. I think it's in a great location, has a lot of pros to it. I think the cons kind of, there's nothing like too major that would be kind of off-putting. So, but yeah, I would absolutely check this course out if you live nearby. Even if you don't live nearby, it's kind of a great course to run through and play. So thank you for watching. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe.